Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm going to continue my 32 and 32, focusing on the Las Vegas Raiders. For a team after the 2022, sorry, I do apologize, after the 2021/2022 season that qualified for the playoffs and they played the Cincinnati Bengals and then obviously they lost. Had a lot of hype coming into this past season. There was the signing of Devonte Adams and the fact that both him and Carr were former teammates in college, so they thought they'd have that chemistry. But obviously, there's a difference between having chemistry in college football and the NFL, and especially after Adams played for the Packers for the past, I want to say, almost decade or so. Obviously, he's not the same receiver that he was with Carr when they were in college. So you have relationships with certain players on and off the field, but it's hard to continue that relationship, or it's hard to embrace that relationship, especially when you guys have been separated for so many years. So to say that this past season was a disappointment, I feel like I'm going to sound the exact same with a lot of teams that had a lot of hype. Uh, but yeah, to say that they had a disappointing season would be an understatement to say the least. They finished 6-11, losing their last three games of the season. So obviously, after making the playoffs last year and getting Derek Carr his first postseason action, to collapsing and obviously sitting Carr within the last two games, I do believe, of the season, and not allowing him to even be in the vicinities. That obviously left a sour taste in Carr's mouth, which is why he is now one of the few subtractions from the said Raiders. He has now joined the New Orleans Saints. Darren Waller, a tight end, he has now joined the New York Giants, I do believe. Yes, he has joined the New York Giants. And then Jason Stidham, who is pretty much like a second or third string quarterback, has now become a member of the Denver Broncos. A few key additions. Jacoby Myers, a wide receiver, he came over from. If I can pull up his stats, where are we? Came over from the New England Patriots after playing the last 5 seasons there, so he could potentially help on the wideout position. Another one is Marcus Epps, a safety, and he played last season with the Philadelphia Eagles. So obviously, he went all the way to the Super Bowl last year with said team. Now he's a member of the Raiders. And the other big addition was Jimmy G, Jimmy Garoppolo. He is now the newest member of the Las Vegas Raiders. Will he be able to be the Jimmy G of old, where he led the San Francisco 49ers to the Super Bowl and to a few to a couple of, or to at least two championship games? I do apologize. Obviously, in the 2019-20 season when they went all the way to the Super Bowl, and then again in 2022 when they went against the Los Angeles Rams. I do apologize for the hesitation there. But yeah, so for a team that had so much hype, so much potential, disappointing this past season, this upcoming season, I think it's going to be tough. They might honestly finish third in the division, which they just did this past season again. When you have the likes of the Chiefs, the Chargers, and hopefully the Broncos can get there, together, they can even drop down to fourth in that division. It's just a very, very tough division, and I said it last, or I thought it last off season. That's probably going to be the toughest division in all of football. I mean, yeah, you got to play each other twice a year, and obviously, if you win out your division, you win. Uh, if you beat all the teams in your division, you have a very high chance of winning that title. But I don't see the Chiefs slowing down anytime soon. I don't see the Chargers slowing down soon. And again, if the Broncos can get their together, I think it's just going to be a really tough season for the Las Vegas Raiders. They might get to 8-9. They could get to 9-8. I don't think they'll just settle with 6 wins. Again, it all depends on the health of Jimmy G. Will he be able to perform the way he did uh, prior to losing his job as a San Francisco 49er quarterback? I believe they're just trying to put all their faith into him. I mean, obviously, they lost their franchise quarterback, so they're trying to find a new guy. But is Jimmy G the answer? I guess only time will tell. So, as I said before, if I had to make my prediction for this upcoming season, I don't think the Raiders are going to make the postseason. There's just too many good teams in the AFC, respectively, for them to crawl back into contention. But then again, I could be wrong. Thank you all again for tuning in. Until next time, take care.